Hi everyone, I'm Ruth Susi,
Hey, I'm Justin Carbone.
and we're here today to tell you all about NRL22. NRL22 is the National Rifle League 22 Long Rifle Division.
Yeah, it's a sport for precision rifle shooting for 22 long rifle, and it's really fun. It's good for all ages. There's about 1,000 or more competitors a month, and it's really growing.
All across the whole nation, there's clubs that participate, and you only need 100 yards to be able to shoot this sport at your club. So it's very friendly to a variety of ranges. So for NRL 22 monthly matches, there's 5 stages included in a predetermined course of fire put out by the National Rifle League. Those stages are posted a week before the next month so that you get a chance to look at those stages in advance and see what you're getting into for that month.
Yeah, the average stage breakdown is basically, on average, it's going to be 10 shots, and you'll have usually 2 minutes to take those 10 shots. It could be from a variety of different positions and test different skill sets, but the goal is to use your time wisely and to try to get all 10 of your impacts.
So that's for the NRL 22 monthly matches. There's also the NRL 22 X series, which stands for extreme, and it's the next level of competition for shooters who really want to push themselves.
Yeah, the X Series is really fun. There's matches all over the country. There's a variety of match directors with their own kind of taste for how they set up different stages, and the sky's the limit for how competitive you want to be in the NRL 22X.
And the X series, you typically don't get to see the course of fire in advance, so it's kind of a surprise for you when you get out there for that match. Each match is a little bit different, and you're going to shoot out to a variety of different distances that go beyond the typical monthly course of fire. So there's 6 different classes in NRL 22 monthly course of fire. There's open class, which is the largest class size. It's unlimited gear and anyone can participate. There's an base class, which means you have to have $1,200 or less MSRP for your scope and rifle together. And there's limited modifications that you can make to the rifle. Then there's ladies class, which is for any female shooter. There's a young gun class for anyone ages 8 to 16, and then there's an OG adaptive class for anyone 60 years or older who requires physical accommodations.
Yeah, so the open class is, like Ruth said, where most people compete in. You can have a variety of different rifles. You know, the sky's the limit for how much you want to spend. Probably 80% of the people are in open class. It can be really competitive. The base class is a smaller class. It's where people generally start out. So if you just want to test this out and bring out, like your Savage that we have here, or something similar to that to the match, and you don't want to spend a lot and just see, how you like it, that'd be a good class for you.
Yeah, and your class is determined by your own personal preference. As long as you qualify for that class, so for example, a man doesn't get to shoot in the ladies class, but a lady can shoot in open class. So it's really whatever class you determine at the beginning of the match you're going to shoot, but that's also how they determine the winner of each class. So you're not going to win open class if you register as a lady, for example.
And yeah, the big matches, like the NRL 22X matches, they'll have trophies. In general, the top 3 of each class will have trophies. Those X matches are also really cool. They have big prize tables, so there's a lot that you can win at these things.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And in the X series, there is limited classes, so only ladies, young gun, and open class. And we should also mention air rifle. Air rifle is a new class for the monthly course of fire that exists, and they're trying to grow the number of competitors in that class so that they can open it up to other more competitive environments as well. So I know people who shoot air rifle for NRL 22X series, but there isn't an official class for that.
So the way that the stages work, each stage will have a specified course of fire. It'll tell you how much time you have, how many rounds that you will have, the targets and target distances, and then other things like any equipment restrictions, and then the start position, and then the procedure for the stage. So there will be someone timing you, acting as the range officer. There will also be someone that's spotting through a spotting scope behind you. So yeah, the RO or range officer will give you the engage command. You'll execute the course of fire, use all your time wisely, try to get all your impacts. The spotter will be calling impact when you make hits, and then the timer will tell you when your time is up.
So for the monthly course of fire, typically you have 2 minutes, so 120 seconds to execute each stage. And one of the things that we recommend to newer shooters is to not worry about how much time you have. Focus on making the impacts for each shot, because it's going to make you a better shooter. And the more you get those good reps in, the more efficient with time you'll be, so you'll naturally become quicker.
Absolutely.
Much better to miss or not miss quickly, but make your impacts and move slower and 10 out.
Yep, it's better to get, 8 for 8 than 7 out of 10.
Right. So each monthly course of fire, your match director will submit your scores to the National League. And this year they've introduced an online scoreboard, so you can actually see how your scores on that course of fire compare to other people across the nation, which is really fun. In addition to that, your participation every month qualifies you potentially to shoot the national championship match, which next year, or for the 2023 season, is going to be in North Carolina. So the other way to qualify for the national championship competition is through the NRL22 X series. And one membership actually gives you access to both series, so you can participate in both of them interchangeably. The X series, to qualify for the championship, you have to score in the top half. So if there's 200 spots for the national championship for next year, you would have to finish in the top 100 of NRL22X competitors in the nation. And there's also an online scoreboard for that, so you can track that throughout the season as well.
So the championship match will usually be about 200 or more shooters. It'll be comprised roughly half, like Ruth said, of NRL22X and half of monthly contestants. It'll be a big match, a 2-day match. There'll be about 20 stages, a big prize table, food, trophies. It's a fun place to be.
It is a lot of fun. And this community is filled with really awesome people and really supportive individuals. So, as soon as you become a member and you start engaging with the community, even online, you start to feel like these people are really family, which is my favorite part of participating in these competitions. So I can go to any match across the nation and I'll see somebody who I recognize or know and talk to them like we've been friends forever, which is a lot of fun. And the championship is just a great way to cap the year and get together with a whole bunch of people you otherwise don't get to see.
Yeah, come out. Even if you don't have gear, come out, watch a match. There's a lot of loaner rifles at all these matches. Match directors are always willing to let you use their stuff. I mean, all the other competitors are willing to let you try their things. So yeah, come on out and see what it's all about.
Yeah.